Okay, hello everybody. This is Getrude Matshe again here in Wellington, New Zealand. And tonight I'm interviewing yet another fascinating author by the name of Jennie Gorman. Jennie, welcome.
Thank you, Getrude. Thank you for having me here.
Now I know that you're based in Brisbane, Australia, and you are relaunching the second edition of your book called Awesome Authenticity. Tell us a little bit about the book. What is your book about, Jennie?
The book is about supporting people to understand how to build business relationships ethically and with integrity.
And what inspired you to write this book?
I've been writing and teaching about this subject for many years, and it was you, Getrude, who inspired me to write the book and told me it was time that I got my book together. So it was thank you to you that the book actually happened.
You have some interesting concepts that you have developed over your working career. I know that you're a business mentor, you're a coach, and you have a interesting knack in the ability to connect with people in a very authentic way, which I haven't seen with a lot of people. Tell me a little bit about networking and the concept you've developed called net weaving.
Well, networking is what a lot of people do out there. They go to a function or they go to meet people, but not necessarily understand why they're actually going. So for me, relationship building is about meeting people, meeting them at their level, and building the relationship on trust by finding out everything you can about them and forgetting who you are, because who you are as an individual is not important. It's about the person you are trying to communicate with, that you wish to make a friendship with or a connection with. It needs to be about them. And people love talking about themselves, so consequently this gives them the opportunity, so you get the chance to decide who they are, what they are, and you can fire the questions. Does that help?
It does help. Now, who is this book aimed at? I know that a lot of my listeners are curious to know whether this is a book that could help them. Who do you think your target market for this book would be? Who would really benefit from it?
Anyone in business. It's all about building relationships and building trust. So if you're in business, whether you're starting up a business, you're in small business, or whether you're out there in the marketplace in corporate, it really doesn't make any difference, because relationship building is all about being honest, being real, being who you are. Because I don't believe today there's any difference between who you are in business and who you are in your personal private life. If you're going to be congruent, you have to be the same person with both. Once you could get away by wearing two different hats, you can't do that anymore, because the world is different. It's all about getting social proof now, and that's what the internet has created for us, so that if we build the relationships with people and we show who we really are, you will then get this relationship that will be built on trust, and it will be real.
Fantastic. Now, you've brought up an interesting concept. I mean, the whole advent of the internet and how it has literally flattened the world and given us this amazing connectivity, which is difficult for a lot of people to understand and to use. How do you build an authentic relationship, say, online, for instance?
Well, I think it is dependent on the individual person. It depends why you want to build a network. For me, I cross over a lot of different, about I think 8 different platforms. I have 30 sites now that I own, that I work daily. I would not suggest other people do that until they learn how to successfully use a platform, because it's a matter of finding the platform that works for you. I'm known as a people connector. I'm about connecting people. If I want to support and help my clients and friends and people that I know, I need to be able to cover a lot of bases in a lot of different areas. So I use many platforms, but that's not suitable necessarily for everybody else. And it is something, if you're not used to building relationships and understanding the process, I would not suggest you do that. Depends whether you're looking for a professional link, whether you're looking for a chatty link, or whether you don't talk a lot and 140 characters is a lot for you, and of course you've got that with Twitter. So it depends on the individual and what you want from it, but it's relationship building is understanding why you want to build a relationship, because we are now, everything is about social proof. People buy people they like and they trust. They want to hear from other people that they're okay, that they know what they are. So for me, the greatest way I can show my clients who I am is through my testimonials, video testimonials from my clients. And that's what I recommend people do.
Video testimonials are very, very powerful, because you will hear someone in a different country saying that, look, I've worked with Jennie, this is the experience I've had. Or sometimes you'll even hear somebody who has an accent like you. I know that from my work experience being African and living in New Zealand, building that rapport and trust with people can be challenging sometimes. But because I do have good relationships with some of my clients, people see what other people have got to say about me as well. So tell me 3 things that your potential readers will get out of this book.
I think my book is very much me speaking. So anyone who knows me hears me speaking, because it's the way I communicate. I hope that they will understand the importance about being real, about being true, being honest, about the importance of building trust. That's number 1. Because if you're going to build a relationship, it is necessary you build that trust, because people buy now on trust. I hope people will learn some of the skills that I put into the book in teaching them about relationship building, because for me, the more people that learn the skills, the better it is going to be for me or for anyone else there who is trying to and wanting to develop relationships. For me, netweaving is the stage that comes on after you've learnt the skills, because networking is, from my perspective, is very, very basic. Netweaving is when you understand the developing of skills and you then go into developing them stronger. I do this through masterminding, because I find that is far more powerful. As I say to most people, it's 10 times more powerful than networking. It's about developing strong relationships and getting a very strong trust bond with the people around you, knowing everything that there is to know about them that you can use to support them to grow, whoever they are or wherever they want to go. Is that answering your questions?
It is. It is. I guess the one thing that I get from you, Jennie, is that this book really transcends online and offline communication in business, correct?
Yes, because personally I don't believe there's really any difference in relationship building. I see online is where you get the opportunity to actually make a connection. By making that connection, if you make it well, you have the opportunity to develop it a little bit more online so you can take it offline. By taking it offline, it may be via Skype, it may be by the telephone, or then you can do it via through face-to-face, meeting people. So depending where you are and whether you're in the same town or whether you're in another country as to how you'll use it, because I believe you need to see people energetically to get the feel of whether you would want to develop a relationship further. So if it's from a distance, like it is with you at the moment, of course the best way to do that is via Skype, because I can visually see you, yes, which means I'm getting a sense of who you are.
Fantastic. So Jennie, people can buy your book on your website. Do you want to give us the website link? And it's also available on Amazon and Kindle, correct?
That's right. That's right. If you go to my website, which is Connections Unlimited, CONNEXIONS Unlimited.com.au, you will find it there. There's I have a new website, and it has 12 buttons on the first page. All you have to do is click on the Awesome Authenticity button, and it will take you through all the different aspects about the book, from a gallery to articles to extracts to how you can purchase. It tells you everything you need to know.
Fantastic.
And there is a separate Awesome Authenticity site also. So you can go to awesomeauthenticity.com.au and purchase it there as well.
Oh, good. Excellent. So thank you so much for this interview, Jennie. And I do believe that you probably have a couple of more books still in you and coming up. Do you want to give us a sneak preview right now, or is there anything you're working on at the moment?
I am actually working on 3 books at the moment, and they are personal books. They're not business books like this one. And my writing from that aspect is very, very different from my writing from a business aspect. When I'm writing from a business aspect, it's like I'm teaching, training, whatever, on a subject. But when I'm writing my work from how I see the world, it's very descriptive, and it's a very different type of writing. In fact, there's really not a lot of similarities between the writing, which is interesting, because I'm very descriptive in my own personal writing.
Fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to reading one of your memoirs and your stories, Jennie. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.
And I would love to interview you once the next book comes out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.